and we are given a quadratic number pattern, and then we have to find the value of x. So we'll say x minus minus 1, so x minus minus 1, and then 3 minus x, and 8 plus x minus 3, right? So that's the first difference, and then because it's quadratic, we know we have to have a common second difference. 3 minus x minus, this becomes x plus 1, and then this is 8 minus 3, which is 5, so we'll have x plus 5 minus 3 minus x. So now we have to, because the quadratic has a common second difference, we know that these two are the same, right? So we can use it to calculate x. So we have 3 minus x multiplying in, and then minus 1 is equals to x plus 5 is minus 3 plus x here. So this becomes x plus x, which is 2x. 5 minus 3 is positive 2. Here we've got 3 minus 1, which is 2, minus x is minus 2x. I'm going to bring this negative 2x to this side, so I have 2x plus 2x, and then this 2 to this side, so I'll have 2 minus 2, so we'll have 0 is equals to 4x. Divide both sides by 4, divide by 4, so our x is equals to 0. So that will be the value of x. So 3.1.2 says if x is equal to 0, determine the position of the first term in the quadratic number pattern for which the sum of the first n first differences will be greater than 250. So they think sum of the first n first differences. So the first differences that we get, right, we had negative 1, 0, 3, and then 8, right? So the first differences that we get here, 8 minus 3 will be equal to 5, 3 minus 0 is 3, and then 0 minus minus 1 is 1. So these are your first differences, right? So they want to know the sum of the first n first differences, the n that will be greater than 250. So in order to do that, we must find a pattern for this. So we are going to say 3 minus 1 is 2, and then 5 minus 3 is 2. So we're basically looking at this now, right? Where this is our A and this here is our D. So the formula for the sum of this, since it's arithmetic, will be Sn is equal to n over 2a plus d n minus 1, right? And then our n, that's what we're looking for 2. Our a is 1 plus d is 2, then n minus 1. So here, this I'm gonna solve. So this will be n over 2 plus 2n minus 2, so that this and this cancel out. So we'll be left with n over 2 times 2n, which becomes n squared here. So that is our answer. Alright, cool. So they want to know when the number that will make this what greater than 250. So continuing here, we'll have n squared. When will it be greater than 250? And then we square root both sides. So n will be greater than root 250. So that will be our answer for that one there. Alright, cool. Alright, for question 3.2, says rectangles of width 1 centimeter are drawn from the edge of a sheet of paper that is 30 centimeters long, such that there is a 1 centimeter gap between one rectangle and the next. The length of the first rectangle is 21 centimeters, and the length of each successive rectangle is 85% of the length of the previous rectangle. So if this is 21, 85%, the next one will be 85% of 21, and then the next one will be 85% of this one, right? So when you look at this, it forms a pattern. So question 3.2.1, they say the length of the 10th triangle. So this here is a pattern, and it forms it's a sequence, and it forms a geometric sequence. And geometric sequence, we know that A is the first number, and then R will be T2 divided by T1, this divided by this, and so on. And then we can see that if we say this divided by this, we get what? 20. We get 85%, which is the same as 0.85. If we say this divided by this cancels this, so we get what? 85%. So it makes it geometric, right? So they want the length of the 10th triangle, right? So then we know that Tn will be equal to Arn minus 1. So T10 will be equal to, our A is 21, our R is 0.85, 10 minus 1, this will be equal to 21, 0.85, and then 9. So our answer, put this into your calculator, we'll get 4.86. Alright, for question 3.2.2, right, we are given here that it's 30 centimeters, right? And then between each block, this is 1 centimeter, and then you've got your gray block, and then 1 centimeter here, and then a gray block, which is also 1 centimeter, and it carries on like that, right? So because it's 30 centimeters, we know that we'll have what? 15 gray blocks, right? So here they say calculate the percentages of a paper that is colored gray. So now, which means we have to calculate the area of the gray blocks, the 15 gray blocks, you see. So we know that the area of this block is length, this times this, right? So here we've got what? 21, and this will be 1. And then here it's what? 85%. This length here will be what? 85% of 21. So it will be 21 times 85% times 1. And then this one will be 21 times 85 times 85 times 1, and so on. So basically, this forms a pattern as well. So we have 21 times 1 plus, we want to know the sum of these, right? So it's a series basically, times 21 times 85% times times 1 plus 21 times 85% times 85% times 1, and so on. So this will continue for the 15 terms. So obviously this is what is geometric, right? So we've got our Sn, and it's a series, so because we are adding them up, Sn is equal to Arn minus 1 divided by R minus 1, right, where R not equal to 1. So I'm going to just do everything this side. So Sn, our A is 21, our R is 0.85, and then our N, because there are 15 terms here, 15 blocks, we'll say is 15, right, minus 1 divided by 0.85 minus 1. So we put that into a calculator. We'll see 21 open bracket okay, let me do this. 21 open bracket 0,85 to the power of 15 minus 1 over 0,85 minus 1. This gives us 127,77. So this will be 127,77. So this will be S15 here, right? So this is the number of the sum of the gray blocks here, right? So they want the what? The percentage, right? And we know that area of white sheet. So the area of this here, this is 30 centimeters, this is 21. So the area of the white will be 30 times 21, and 30 times 21 is equals to 630. So to know the percentage of the gray, we'll say this divided by this times 100. So we have 127,77 divided by 630 times 100 will give us the percentage, and that will be 127,77 divided by answer is times 100 will equal to, okay, let me just do that again, 127,77 divided by 630 times 100 will equal to 20. So it's 20,28. So that will be the final answer. You see, so that will be the percentage. So basically you have to calculate the area of the black blocks using the pattern, the series formula, and then you take the area of the white sheet divided by, so you take this divided by the area of the white sheet and then times it by 100 to get your percentage.